Yeah, start.
Brahma Sutra heard from TV. Our aim of life is to find God. Brahma is not sound. Brahma is not light. Brahma is Brahma. In Advait path there is no form. Brahma is one. Advait, Jnana, transferring. Saint accepts all the souls. World is nothing. World is illusion. World does not exist. God is only absolute power. Happiness and sorrow are all imagination. The best is God. Mental happiness and sorrow are all fake. Omnipresent. Who is in the heart of every soul? Om Krim Suryaya Namaha. We should worship God Surya. Those who don't have money in the pocket must have honey in the tongue. Maya changes. God does not change. In the world there is change. In divine world there is no change. Mind dies after God realization. Mind, name and form plus awareness. Mind is not we. Mind is not ourself. Tattvamasi, you are that. Soul and mind does not die, only body dies. Sravan, listen. Dharana, memorize. The base of devotion is humility and practice. Humility, humble state of mind. Humble, kind to everyone. There are two kinds of happiness. Sleeping, limited time of happiness. Attachment is ignorance. Advait, a divine state of mind. Divine light activates the mind. Mind suffers, mind enjoys, mind attaches, mind detaches. Bondage and liberation only for the mind. Soul does not suffer. We have to develop longing for Krishna. Longing for God purifies heart. Reflection of Krishna enters first. It is good to be less talkative. Keep your mind in remembrance of Krishna. Dharana, conceiving the mind, the form of God. The divine soul is within our personality. Supreme knowledge, surrender to Krishna. World does not belong to us. Sleep, subconscious. Subconscious is not conscious. Karma has force, maya, and time. The soul is not the doer of action. The person is the doer of the action. God is soul of the soul. God is in every soul because He is omnipresent, knowing, realizing. Even those who are following the path of jnana should do good deeds. Through bhakti we can know God. Through bhakti we receive special grace of God. Two kinds of grace, general, special. General to all the souls. If a good person dies, he will be born in a good family. Bhakti, direct relationship with God. Bhakti, direct trace. Liberation is only through bhakti. Yogis have to do bhakti. Bhakti is a must to experience God. Supreme friend, God. Love and vision of God should only be asked from God. You worship me and surrender me. Supreme secret. Brahma Sutra tells, come to God. Krishna gives us whatever we want, whether liberation or bliss. Bliss, perfect happiness. He gives all that he enjoys to those who go to him. Humbleness is the foundation of bhakti. Whatever we do is limited. Our desire is unlimited. Bondage of Maya released mukti. Divine happiness is not in Kaivalya moksha. Body has no thinking power. Body is obedient to mind. Above good is God. Above God is Radha. Devotion. Remembrance of name and form. While chanting, form must come. Krishna's eyes are full of love. Eyes are expression of heart. Nectar and poison cannot work together. Love, dedication, surrender, all these are necessary to get vision of God. Krishna's love cannot be described. God is ours for all the time. Souls have to reach God. If discipline is not there, is not a devotee. The Sutra tells our aim of life is to find God. Bhagavatam tells who is God. External power of God, Maya. Neutral power of God, Jiva. Brahma is bliss. Maya is lifeless. Ignorance will go by understanding. All the blissful forms are God. Variations remain in the world. One should do good deed. Archandra became God-realized soul because he said only truth. Every saint had to follow either Bhakti Marg or Jnana Marg. No third path. Unless we denounce everything in the world, we have to take birth again and again. Discriminating what is Sat and Asat is Viveka. After one has Viveka, he becomes Brahma Jignasa. Understanding this world is not mine and God is mine is Viveka. The more we understand, the more is renunciation. Leaning to God should be at least 51%. From Viveka, Vairagya happens. Vairagya, renunciation. Viveka, Vairagya, and desire to realize God should be there. These are the qualifications to read and understand Brahma Sutra. From God, the whole world came into being. Once we realize God, we will be with God forever. If a God realized person comes back to this world, he comes back with God. Wherever Krishna is there, all the saints are with him. We realize God after heart purification. Once we enter divine world, we are with him forever. Leave this world and go to divine world. Shiva is the devotee of Krishna. Aim of Brahma Sutra, moksha. No experience, moksha. Moksha means not only visualizing God, behave in this world without attachment. Samadhan, calmness of mind in all situations. Have faith in the master and in the Shastras. Don't argue. Brahma is beyond light, darkness, vacuum, and air. Existence of thoughts, duality. Sleep happens in tiredness. Samadhi happens when we are conscious. Attachment is impurity. Flow, mind goes toward sensual state. Reversing the flow is Jnana Marga. Philosophy is not about God. Bhakti, study of Shastras. Bhakti is the simple and easiest way to God. Krishna is the main form of God. The radiance of God is shapeless. Personal form of God is the main form. Narayan started Advait Path. Advait Path is a procedure, not a philosophy. We do not belong to this world. We belong to divine. We have to understand this. People who have attachment have to follow the path of bhakti. You must have perfect tolerance in the Jnana Marga. You must have full tolerance, physical and mental. Only when we have tolerance, we can enter Advait path. Less thought, no thought, samadhi. World was created out of confusion. All the Vedas are important. First advice of Sankaracharya is renouncing. If you cannot renounce, you do bhakti. The love of a mother is same to the child, whether she is poor or rich. Happiness and sorrow is just imagination. They do not exist. Just a sentence can change our happiness. Mental pain is more than physical pain. The best does not exist in this world. The best is God. There is pleasure in meeting and pain in separation for the people. Our emotional world, our likings and disliking are all fake. Only the visual world exists. The mind is attracted to the world. But for a Brahmanyani, the world is a form of Brahma. God is like space. When God is omnipresent, how could there be reflection? Examples are partly correct. When mind is very pure, it gets the reflection of divinity. Soul is soul, God is God. No difference. Soul is God, God is soul. No difference. Being unconscious in grief and in happiness, both are same. God is one. Souls are uncountable. God and soul remain together. Soul becomes blissful with the association of Brahma. Soul is soul, God is God. A glass of water cannot be an ocean, and an ocean cannot become a glass of water. Saint is saint, God is God. Souls are formless. Soul has no action. The substance in the universe is Brahma. The whole universe is Brahma. This is not final form. Only Brahmajnana is Brahma Sutra. Shankaracharya only tells only about Brahma. When Brahmanda was created, some powers were required to run this Brahmanda. So gods like Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu appeared. They had some space for them like Brahmaloka, Kailasa and Vaikunta. When Brahmanda is destroyed, these lokas are also destroyed. Formless God is a kind of radiance. Radiance cannot exist on its own. Perfume comes from rose. Perfume has no form. Taste has no form. The source of light are shaped like sun and moon. Radiance comes from an object. God is one. It has two forms. One is formless God, another one is Purushottam God. Personal form is Yadupula Tilaka. There is an object for every radiance. Aham, me. Soul. The soul lying in a being is Brahma. Mind is eternal. Mind dies when we realize God. Pure self has no feeling. Shravan, listen carefully from the God realized person and from those who know the meaning of scriptures. Whatever we are before death, we will be the same after death when we take birth again. Humbleness, no vanity. Aham Brahmasmi is a state of conscious. A yogi has to be jnani also. Aham Brahmasmi is very difficult. Yoga and Aham Brahmasmi, knowledge, both are important. Jnana, understanding. Yoga, practice. There are two understandings, literal understanding and experience understanding. No, practice, experience. Submission to God is a must. Grace of God comes through the saint. When mind is pure, the whole world seems to be Brahma. Any kind of enjoyment, whether inner or outer, is prohibited. Renunciation. Bring back the mind from attachment. Bhakti is most effective. In Bhakti, we don't lose the enjoyment. From Bhakti, slowly mind comes and settles. We must love God. We must surrender to God. Attachment is ignorance. Avidya, ignorance. God created Maya, bondage. Subtle body resides in the physical body. Jagadish, Krishna. If mind is attached to God, we get liberated. The meditation, act of meditation, object of meditation, the three is Tripudi. Bhakti is a must. Listen, think, talk about the greatness of Krishna. Should not enjoy in hearing alone. We have to go further. We have to develop longing for Krishna. Stula Bhakti, making garland, doing arti, listening, chanting like this. Subtle Bhakti, Sukshma Bhakti. Sukshma Bhakti, we have to meditate. We should not go for too much comfort. We should not indulge in worldly luxuries. We should remember Krishna while working. While meditating, you must think like this. Krishna, you are sitting near the banks of Yamuna relaxed. There is a glow from your body. Krishna, you are my refuge and refuge of all the souls. Krishna attracts us like magnet, as fire becomes bigger while lighted little. Sakar, form God. Niragar, shapeless. Do bhakti to the personal form of God. Shankaracharya explained, first formless God, secondly form God. Soul does not exist individually. Charcoal is not diamond. Charcoal has carbon. Diamond has carbon. When charcoal becomes diamond, it is not charcoal. Maya is power of God. Personal form is the big form out of two forms. Supreme knowledge, surrender to Krishna. World never belong to us. We belong to God. Everything that exists is Brahma. including the word Brahma. Jada, lifeless. Soul, neutral power of God. Maya, external power of God. Mind is with soul. Soul is a part of divine. Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan, the three same words of God. All the blissful forms are Brahma. Brahma represents as Vishnu, Rama, Krishna. The difference is beyond human intellect. Brahma Sutra and Bhagavatam combined together takes one towards God. Prabhakti, complete bhakti. Submission in God, Vishnu, Ram, Krishna. Brahma is form God. Both means knowledge, divine knowledge. Bhakti is the means of finding our beloved God. Shraddha, faith in matter and in the scriptures. Upanishad, Gita and Brahma Sutra are all Vedas. Brahma Sutra is Advaita philosophy. Vairagya, renunciation. Live with no attachment. How to submit to God. We should remember God. Do chanting. There are differences in the practice of devotion. Process of devotion differ from person to person. Krishna and Radha are life of our soul.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Krishna and Radha are life of our soul. Unless we know him, we cannot be liberated. Self is divine. Our soul is divine. Soul cannot be Krishna. Brahma cannot be portrayed. But we have to conceive Brahma. Light rays are established in sun. Impersonal form is established in personal form of God. Shankaracharya's theory of Advaita is only a procedure to enter into Samadhi and not a philosophy. I think.